Hi, and welcome to Painting with Tamara. In this video, we're going to go over antiquing versus reverse antiquing. So what is antiquing? It's when you paint the piece the way you want it, and then you apply an oil stain over the top and wipe it off. It gets into all the detail to really highlight it. It also dulls the paint a little bit, so it makes it look older or antiqued. In reverse antiquing though, it's the same kind of process, except you wait until after you do the oil stain before you paint it. And when you do that, you use watercolors and chalk. So when would you use either technique? As you can see, this one is a little more whimsical or fantasy, and this one looks more natural. So if you want something to look natural, consider doing the antiquing version. And if you want something a little more fancy, then do the reverse antiquing. But if you really want to upscale your antique look, paint it all one color. Then apply the oil stain, wipe it off, let it dry a good 24 to 48 hours. You don't want it to be tacky at all. Then use the same kind of things that you would on this. Watercolors, chalk, anything that you want. It really brings the scale up on this. It doesn't make it look so old, it just makes it look super different. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do in the rest of this video. I'm going to paint the wings and the tail red, the flowers are orange, and then I'm going to put this really great stuff, dragonfly paint. It is a iridescent paint that goes from green, gold to red. It is the same thing that's on this one. So stay tuned to see how I finish off the antique version. Okay, here we are at the end. This is my version of the antique technique process. So to recap, an antique process is where you paint the piece the way you want it with all the different colors, and then you apply oil stain and wipe it off. It kind of dulls the paint a little bit and makes it look older or antique. My version though is paint it all one color, then antique, which adding the oil stain and wiping it off. Then you can do dry brushing, chalk, watercolors, anything that you want to do. So for this one, I dry brushed red on top of the wings and the tail. I used orange to color in the flowers. And then I added some chalk, yellow and orange, and I applied it in different spots of the bird so that you have this hue going from yellow to orange without it being painted. When everything was dry, I added on the dragonfly paint. This goes from green, gold to red. It is the same paint that I used on the reverse antique bird. Now notice that they look very different even though it's the same paint. That's because whatever the major color is underneath this paint, it picks it up first. So this goes from green, gold to red, and this one goes from red, gold to green. It's pretty cool. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.